Hello, my name is Elviani Solukin. My matrix number is YE20171073. Today I want to tell about the Precious Happiness movie. I want to tell the summary of the movie and my personal feeling when I watched the movie. How I could link the story with labor market economics and human resource issue. What are the personal traits or personal qualities demonstrated by the main actor in facing the challenge in life and career? In relation to social, spiritual, and moral support, what are the support needed to a person to succeed? Generally, what is the moral of the story? And what is the advice I can give to a person who is experiencing unemployment in today's scenario? Let's start. The movie The Pursuit of Happiness tells the story of a father's name Chris Gardiner.
That's my money. How is somebody just going
Chris
to
trying to raise money to parent and meet the needs of his family.
Hey, listen, I need the rent.
He makes money by selling medical devices such as bone density scanners. But the sales are less welcoming because for most doctors, the tools are expensive and less needed.
I gotta have some more time. I got my
Chris
son up
dared
here.
to take a risk and use almost all of his savings to buy the stock of the medical supplies.
Dad, where are we going?
In their family's financial problems, Chris' wife had to work overtime in the laundry to help pay for their family's living expenses. Her son was raised in a low-cost daycare center, and Chris was picked up after a visit to a doctor. Until at one point his wife could not stand the condition of their family and decided to move to New York with his brother. But Chris' love and desire for his son to get to know his father made him decide to take care of his son. Chris has finally decided to attend a 6-month training program to qualify as a stockbroker. Chris spends a lot of education and selection as well as Chris has to organize and face many difficulties between learning to be a stockbroker, then picking up his child at the daycare center.
I'm not happy anymore. I'm just not happy.
Then go get happy, Linda.
Chris also
Just go get
often
happy.
goes out of his way to save money and has to find potential clients for a brokerage firms while selling his own medical equipment.
Tomorrow's
One
going to be
day,
your
Chris
first
and
day.
his son had to sleep in
If
the
you'd like to
toilet
work here as a
because they
broker.
could not pay the rent. Chris also
like
had
that,
to
Chris?
find a free shelter in the homeless
sir.
shelter. And it was the end of Chris' venture that made him a successful stockbroker and start his career in the industry. Next up is success. Chris also eventually established his own brokerage company until Chris was also a generous multi-milliardaire in helping provide shelter for the elderly. Congratulations to Chris. As I watched this movie, I was touched and thankful to see Chris' perseverance so that Chris was willing to go through various difficulties in his life. In relation to this story with the labor market economy and human resource issue, we can see that the demand of the labor market is very small. This is because in the film only one of the 30 candidates was selected to be a stockbroker candidate. In addition, experience is also very important to get a job. For example, Chris has experience as a medical device seller, and this certainly gives Chris experience in communicating well with clients. This therefore gives Chris the advantage of communicating well with clients in his job as a stockbroker. Human capital such as education is also important for an individual and a company. As we can see in this movie, when candidates who want to become a stockbroker need 6 months of education to improve their knowledge and skill in this stockbroker.
Then go get happy, Linda.
In addition,
Just go get
in
happy.
this film, we can see the unemployment factor in a country can occur due to the country's economic problems. In this film, we can also see the type of
Tomorrow's going to be your
unemployment
first
that
day.
occur with is seasonal
If you'd like to work here
unemployment.
as a broker,
For example, Chris' wife worked overtime
like
to
that, Chris?
cover their leave, but eventually, Chris' wife quit her job and found another job and got a job in New York. The type of unemployment in this film is also the cycle unemployment, which in this film occurs economic, vacation, and cost unemployment. After watching this movie, I could see Chris is patient, strong, and persistent personality. Chris also never give up on life. Chris once said to his son,
Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
Alright.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
with regard to social support, we can see that we need others in doing something. For example, Chris asked his friend for help to move house. Also because mysteriously, then Chris was selected for the interview candidate as a student to be stockbroker. On the spiritual side, we need God in life to face anything. In the Bible, Galatians chapter 6 verse 7, do not go astray. God does not allow himself to be fooled, because what people sow, that is also what they will reap. In this film, we can see that what Chris sows is effort, perseverance, and patience. What Chris reaped was his success as a stockbroker and to succeed, eventually establishing his own brokerage firm. On the moral side, we need to be good at being good because it is a quality of self that we need to be selected for in a job. In this movie, we get Chris' moral when Chris apologized to one of his customers for being late to meet that customer.
I am not happy anymore. I'm just not happy.
Then go get happy, Linda. Just go get happy.
Tomorrow's going to be your first day. If you'd like to work here as a broker. Would you like that, Chris?
Yes, sir.
The moral of the movie is to not blame others and their situation. Chris, who faced hardship, does not blame his wife, government, the person who sold his medical equipment, and God. But Chris kept trying in his life. The moral in this story is also that we should be able to control ourselves. Chris, who faced the hardship of life, still lived in life in a good way. These difficulties do not cause Chris to be rude to his training teacher, his wife, and child. The moral in this film is also that in our life we cannot escape from making decisions, and sometimes we make mistakes in making decisions, but do not let that cause us to stop and give up. Chris, who mistakenly decided to buy a medical device without his knowledge first, bought the medical device, which is fake. The device is less needed by
I'm not
doctors.
happy anymore. I'm just not
But
happy.
Chris did not give up on his life, but still sought out the medical device buyer and tried to become a stockbroker until Chris becomes successful stockbroker.
Tomorrow's going to be your first day. If you'd like to work here
Advice
as a
I
broker.
can give to people experiencing unemployment in
you
this
like that,
scenario, because we live in a
Yes, sir.
technologically advanced world and the economy of the show is that we need to be more patient, persistent, and patient in getting a job. Let us increase our skills and knowledge in all areas, including investing in technology by investing in education and skills schools so that we can be quality human capital and meet the demands of our employers. And integrity needs to be within ourselves. That's all for me. Thank you for watching.